Alright, about to do this live, baby. In the building. We ENTHooligins. I'm Baby Moy. Y'all know how it goes by now. Y'all know what the deal is. Let's hit that music. Let's go live, baby, live. Eh. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Baby Moy. She's Lil Crystal. We are ENTHooligins, bringing you another episode of, yes, this is Sports Vista, but this is also something we like to call Between the Ropes. Again, I'm Baby Moy. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. The chat room is open for you guys to send me your messages. I definitely will be addressing each and every one of you who write us in. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your subscriptions. Thank you very much for giving us the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I encourage those, if you're listening and or watching us for the first time, links are down below. You can click on that Twitter link, that Facebook link. You can also view my personal Twitter. You could also listen to our music on SoundCloud. It's linked there, baby. That's right, my SoundCloud. My other colleague Ness's SoundCloud. And you could also follow my gameplays on Mixer. Alongside with that, folks, you can listen to us on Spotify. And you can also listen to us on Anchor. All those links are down below in the description. And if you want to email us, because maybe you're shy to comment publicly, then the email is right there, enthooligans@gmail.com. That again is enthooligans@gmail.com. And once again, I am your host, Baby Moy. Lil Crystal, what's up?
What's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are staying dry. Where I'm at, it's wet and it's stormy. Yes, and I love the show name. Wow. It really spells behind the scenes, right? This is cool. Our other colleague Ness will be joining us shortly.
Any shout-outs?
Oh, yes. Shout-outs to, let me think, Julie, Tony, Anthony, Ness, Baby Moy, myself, Melissa, what's up? Thank you for always supporting us and all that good jazz. Charlene, Jeff, am I missing anybody? I know I am. Irene, Elsie, Elsa. I know I'm missing. Oh, shout outs to Joe. Did I get his name right, Joe?
Yeah. Yes, big shout out to you, Joe. What's up, man? Always got to send the love your way. Also, another shout out to what's up, Chris? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Tony? What's going on? Shout outs to Misha's Music Element. What's going on, guys? Y'all doing big things. How you doing, Misha? And also, I want to shout out Nancy. I want to also send another shout out to whoever else I'm forgetting. If your name wasn't included, consider yourselves included because y'all all great, man. Y'all all of y'all are great. So, with that said, this is your wrestling podcast for all things wrestling, where we discuss the happenings, the ins, the outs, things that can potentially happen in the world of wrestling, not just WWE, but also AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, all that stuff. We might cover something most than others, but all of it gets love here, right?
That's right. That is very, very true.
That's right.
I'm excited about today's podcast.
That's right,
Because,
folks.
Don't you know? Baby Moy's in the know.
I'm in the know. Speaking of in the know, how do I want to word this? How much of a gem, of a jewel, of a pot of gold is Chris Jericho for AEW?
Oh, he is awesome. Because think about it. People that have never heard of AEW, like, oh, who are these other people? They're going to tune in to see Chris Jericho because they know who he is. Like the WWE fans and stuff.
Yes.
Who specifically only watch WWE.
Yes.
They'll tune in because of Chris Jericho. So Chris Jericho is bringing in a lot of fans. And don't you know? He's the champion.
Well, speaking of him being le champion,
Yes.
I'm going to play a little bit of Chris Jericho videos here. Let's
right.
kill the music here. Check this out. We're going to examine how much of a gem he is. Check this out, guys. This was after he won the AEW championship.
All right.
Oh, I'll give myself an interview. Isn't it funny how whenever somebody wins a world championship, there's always a standing ovation, champagne, roses, flowers, yet I got a whole backstage area filled with mutes. Nobody can believe that Chris Jericho is the first AEW champion. Pure silence. There's no thank you for Chris Jericho. There's no round of applause for Chris Jericho, but that's okay, because I got my own thank you, because I'm the first AEW champion. Oh, you see that, Bucks? Chris Jericho, the first champ. How apropos, isn't it?
Great match, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. That's all you're going to say?
Congrats, man.
Yeah, no thank you from the Young Bucks?
Is that what you really want? You just want to thank you? You just won the title.
You know what? Even if you did thank me, I wouldn't even accept it. Okay? Congratulations on having Chris Jericho as the new AEW champion. The pleasure's all yours, Bucky boys. Huh? You can be quiet.
Bucky
All you be
boys.
quiet. Look at you. Nice hair, idiot. What's your name? I don't care. Shut your mouth. All
Brian
the cops
Pillman
can't
Jr.
believe it. Paramedics. Huh? Where were you when I was bleeding to death? Standing around like a bunch of morons. Look at you, giant idiot. What's your name? First AEW champion. And the whole city of Chicago, the loudest city in the world, renowned for being the best wrestling crowd in the world. Everyone's silent. No one knows what to say, because Chris Jericho's the first AEW champion. Look at this, a whole other round. All you guys can stand in the back of the line. All of you. Look at you. Librarian, you gonna tell me to shush? Up yours. Scorpio Sky, you'll never get a shot at this, you hear me? None of you guys. Idiots. All right. I guess I'll just have to have my own celebration, won't I? Since nobody else seems to be here. That's fine. I'm an only child. I got no problem celebrating by myself. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Cheap salami. That's what Chris Jericho gets. Bunch of crap. Look, olives. Look at this. Look. This olives are nothing in there. And you look at this one. There's a little guy in there. Can't even get proper olives, can ya? What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Huh?
He is bruised. He is bloody. He is somewhat insane. He is Chris Jericho, but he is our first All Elite Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. This is Alex Marvez, Excalibur. What a night here at All Out. This is our post-game show, and I tell you what, Chris Jericho
Watch what happens here.
Where his mouth is in winning the title.
I said I would be the first man to thank Chris Jericho
Let's forward
out
this.
of W World Champion.
Performance.
I'm gonna go to the scrub right now. It's over again.
Let's forward this.
What are your plans now? I don't know.
If I didn't win, we have some unfinished business.
Okay. I thought they were going to show the other stuff. But how brilliant is he?
He is brilliant. My favorite line was, "Librarian, you're going to tell me to shush?"
No, le bubbly.
Yes, that too.
This is...
All this stuff he was...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Listen, this is a guy who legitimately, there was an incident. I mean, if you guys have been living under a rock, I don't know, but we all know what happened. The AEW world title was stolen, found in the middle of the road somewhere. The police were legitimately involved in this. However, the great mind of Chris Jericho turned this whole thing, AEW should I say, also turned this whole thing into a promo, and this is what we got. Check this out.
I am launching a worldwide investigation using the top private investigators in the world today to find out who committed this crime. And trust me, as the AEW champion, as your Le Champion, I promise to regain and restore and find and reclaim the AEW championship. And once again, give you another reason to finally give me the thank you that I deserve. You're welcome. Hi, I'm AEW champion Chris Jericho. And less than 24 hours after I launched a worldwide investigation to find my missing championship title, it's been returned to me. And it's not because of any law enforcement agency that was too busy with posting pictures on Twitter and then deleting them and then posting them again, or a funny meme or a clever GIF. It's because of me. It's because I put the fear of God into the hearts of those who robbed me, who committed grand larceny. I told you I hired the best professional private investigators in the world today. And as a result, I got back the most coveted prize in professional wrestling today. The most coveted prize in the world, period. Worth more than Marcellus Wallace's briefcase. More valuable than Han Solo dipped in carbonite. More critically revered than the Ark of the Covenant. The AEW championship title is back where it belongs. Over the shoulder of Le Champion. And as I sit in my palatial estate, in my beautiful mansion, drinking a little bit of the bubbly,
There you go.
I once again demand, and rightfully so, now more than ever, a thank you from the entire AEW fan base, from the entire AEW roster, backstage, front office, in the ring, all across the board, because I did once again exactly what I told you I was going to do. I got this championship back, and I am never, ever letting it out of my sight again. I'm never going to lose it. I'm never going to be robbed of it. You're going to have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands if you want to take this from Chris Jericho ever again. And that's...
So that's basically... Oh, my Lord.
That is brilliant.
How much talent...
That is brilliant.
How much talent does it take to do this?
A lot. I mean, like, you have to leave your true emotions at the door. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
And to me, that just takes a lot of talent. And he did this on the fly with no script.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You know.
So when we talk about AEW, we see what they're doing with Chris Jericho, or better off said, what they've allowed him to do. what does this say in regards to AEW trusting their talent versus what's going on with WWE, who are still hanging on to the Nostalgia Act? And again, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with showcasing talents from yesteryear, but you gotta let your future shine. I believe so. So when we see a Chris Jericho, somebody who is a seasoned veteran, when we see him do these things, is he necessarily overshadowing and casting an eclipse on any of the young guys in AEW? And I'm going to answer that. The answer is no, because we have another superstar younger than Chris Jericho by the name of MJF. And what has he been allowed to do?
Oh, yes, Mr. Sunshine, right?
Yes.
Mr. You Are My Sunshine. Yes, he's been allowed to do a lot of things, you know, all the I think, I could be wrong, but I think all the promos that he's done, like backstage and stuff, I believe they've been unscripted. Do you know?
Yeah, they are.
They have been. Do what?
I said they are.
Oh, okay. But like, he's carrying them off like they're not scripted. To me, nothing feels scripted. Even though you know it is, but they're so good that it seems like it's not. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, is this real or not? Mm-hmm. You know, and it's refreshing. Now, as far as WWE goes, I think that they don't trust their talent enough, which makes the talent look, and I hate to say this because they're not at all, it makes them look stupid and unintelligent.
Right, yes. Yeah,
when in reality, they're not.
Well, look at the cadence that they speak with. Whenever we watch Raw, whenever we watch SmackDown, they sound very monotone, very robotic. Real people don't talk the way that these people talk on the mic.
Correct. Yeah. You know, I was just like, oh my gosh, we're hearing the same things over and over and over again.
Right.
How many times are we going to see Braun Strowman versus, I don't know, who was it, Seth Rollins? Roman Reigns?
Whatever they're cooking up, yeah.
One of the big guys, you know?
Yeah.
How many times are we going to see that?
Yeah. Yeah. Way too many.
You know, and you were talking about the older talent, The Undertaker.
Uh-huh.
How many times come on, The Undertaker is supposed to be nostalgic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And mysterious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not shoved down our throats.
Well, he's not on every show. I mean, it's not fair for you to say that either.
Well, that's true. Yeah, he's not on every show. You're right. But I'm sorry. I meant the Saudi Arabia thing where he went, him and, who was it? Was it Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get your point.
Like, really? You're going to put that at a Saudi show?
Oh, yeah.
You know? Come on.
Look,
if you're going to do it on if you're going to do that on an international stage, do it in Australia or somewhere.
Somewhere where they give a damn about wrestling?
Definitely. Where there's a huge wrestling crowd.
Yeah. But in terms of Legends, I think the way that you're supposed to showcase that obviously is by having the Legends put the younger talent over. Now, in Chris Jericho's situation, it's a little bit different because he is still an active wrestler. It's not like he's a part-time guy. So the same argument can't be said for him. But if you have a returning, for instance, Stone Cold Steve Austin making a one-night-only type of an appearance, you have an Undertaker doing the same, you have a Goldberg doing the same, they should not be the focal point of your show. I understand how you can use them for ticket sales to get revenue in that sense, but they cannot be the epicenter of your show. They cannot be the end-all be-all of your show. They can't be the ones who you showcase and then you bury everybody else in the process. See, a couple of weeks ago, AEW had Arn Anderson involved himself. Tully Blanchard involved himself in that match between Cody and oh gosh, what's his name?
What is his name? Cody and his name will come to me in a second.
Oh Lord.
What's his name? No, I was gonna say Neville, but
The
that's
perfect
not it.
the perfect 10.
The perfect 10.
Sean Spears.
Yes.
I don't know why I was thinking Tyler Bate. I guess I'm still thinking about his match with Volta. But look, man, they got involved in the match. They at best from a physicality standpoint, maybe it was like a minute or two of that. Then they left. Well, Tully stayed there, but you know what had to happen. They had their time to shine, and the rest was left to Cody and Spears.
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. You know.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like, okay, Stone Cold's gonna come out at MSG, right? And then have that be the focal point. And then you mentioning it like all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
'Cause we've
Again,
seen
I
them
get.
do that.
I mean, again, I get it, but at the same time, you gotta realize this was then. We gotta push the now. And when you have a guy who's 50, 54, 50-some-year-old come out there, and I'm not saying that they don't have the ability to be talented. There's a lot of 50 and over people who are professional. I wouldn't necessarily say athletes, but you know, I guess in terms of wrestling, yes, who still hold up their own, like Minoru Suzuki comes to mind. You know, a lot of people in New Japan come to mind. A lot of people, some people from AEW. You look at SCU, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels. Those are people who are 40, 46, 47. You know, 47-year-old, 48-year-old Chris Jericho comes to mind. We've had MMA people who are still active, who are quote-unquote up in age, but that's just the point. They're active. They're still there. You get me? So you also have singers who are up in age, who still do their thing and do it well. You have actors, actresses. It's there. Mm-hmm. But because they're active, they're still, they haven't taken this. It isn't a matter of, I'll take a hiatus and then come back every so often. You know, every couple of years I'll make an appearance here on Raw, on SmackDown. It just doesn't. No. You know, to have Austin come out there and just basically cut a promo that says, I'm still better than all of y'all, the youth. You're burying your talent, man.
Yep. And he is very talented.
Yes.
And he has other revenues.
Yes.
That's the sad thing. He's got other revenues.
Yes.
Like, you don't have to act like that's the only thing that you have going on.
Well, you can't blame it on him. Come on.
No, and you're right. The promo work, you know, like not him, but I mean whoever's writing his promos.
But nobody writes his I don't get what you're saying.
Wait, nobody writes his promos?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
The day somebody scripts Austin, holy hell.
Wow. Okay, you do learn something every day. I did not know that.
You can't script a legend like Austin, man. You kidding me? Can't do it. Can't be done.
But you can't have them.
That would be an outrage.
But you can't. But you can't have these people come out here and steal the shine from the younger guys. Look at how AEW executed what they executed when they had Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson interfere in the match between Sean Spears and Cody Rhodes. They did what they had to do, and that's it. Left the rest up to the young talent. You know, it isn't a matter. It isn't a matter of Austin coming out there, cutting a promo, basically pissing on everybody else, saying, "Yeah, this is how you cut a promo. I'm better than y'all." I know that's not what he was saying. Naturally, Austin's gonna do what Austin's gonna do. You know what I mean? The Rock is gonna do what The Rock is gonna do. Undertaker's gonna do what Undertaker's gonna do in terms of his presence and his legacy.
Again,
but do not overshadow your young talent.
as you just said, yeah, you don't allow your young talent to do what they do, and they look foolish as a result.
Right. So I don't know if you were listening to the beginning of the show, but I played a couple of Chris Jericho clips, and basically Chris Jericho is such a gem. He's great. He's awesome for AEW, and before people even say, oh, but he's old or up in age or whatever, he's still active. He knows what's happening. He knows what's up. He's not lost in the shuffle. Not to mention, Chris Jericho isn't burying anybody in AEW by executing his promo skills the ways that he does, because again, I bring the name up, we have a young guy, the name of MJF, which tells me AEW trusts their veterans and they trust their young talent as well.
The problem with WWE is they are holding on to the past. They want to continue to push the old guys, even at the risk of burying the future of the company and the current guys on the roster.
For how long can you?
Right.
For how long can you withhold the nostalgia act?
You really want the answer to that?
You can't. You can't continue to hold on to it. It's only supposed to be a once in a while thing. It's supposed to be on special occasions, not every time.
But you know who is right? And I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
You know who is continuously holding on to that is Vince.
Yeah.
But he's the one that ultimately doesn't trust his young talent.
No.
Exactly.
So why have them there in the first place if he's not going to trust them? It just makes no sense.
Because they're
What is
making
he
him
there
money.
for?
They're making him money. That's it.
But how are they making him money if the ratings are plummeting and nobody and people are simply just disgusted by what they're seeing?
The Raw rating,
they're not making money. That means he's losing money. They're losing money. Everybody's losing money.
The Raw rating went from a 2.5 to a 2.1 this week. So,
yeah.
And I know a lot of people are going to point the finger at football and say, yeah, it was the start of Monday Night Football and all. But football's always been around.
Yes.
Once upon a time, ladies and gentlemen, when Raw was hitting them big numbers, guess what? Guess who was losing that war? Even though they were, I mean, and I know they're not at war with each other per se, because wrestling is different than football, but just to put it in perspective of the ratings war on Monday night for TV spots, guess who was leading that? With football, with MTV being as hot as it was back in the day, guess who led the pack on Mondays? Monday Night Raw. So can we really use football as an excuse?
No,
you just
not
made
at
the
all.
point. You just made the point I was gonna make by adding that particular detail, which is Raw never used to be this bad. In spite of the fact of Monday Night Football, Raw still did its thing.
It beat them in the ratings.
Point blank.
Look at the numbers.
Point blank.
Wow.
So they did. So you can't make that excuse now. That's a cheap cop out.
Raw was legitimately the #1 show on Mondays. You could scout every channel, every show, Monday at 9 p.m. Who had the top spot? It wasn't football.
And this was for quite some time too. It wasn't just a 1 week, 2 week thing. No, this was for quite a while.
Yes.
Wow.
So no.
But you know that's what Vince is going to use, right? Is that it's because of Monday Night Football.
Well, of course, Vince is afraid to look in the mirror, He doesn't want to look in the mirror and go, oh, that can't be me with the pot belly and the small genitalia. Oh, you know what I mean.
That's not fair.
Figuratively speaking.
That's not fair. You hear that, JR? And his beard. You can't forget about it.
The excuses this guy comes up with, I tell you.
It's unbelievable.
Vince McMahon is going to be the death of his own company.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He is. And that's what's sad about the whole thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to be that way.
You have all this talent on your roster.
And steps back.
And let these guys showcase what they can do. Like, man,
yes.
it'd be so much better off.
Look what's happening to Ricochet. Look what's happening to all the NXT guys that come up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They get squashed.
That's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
The only one that is making headway right now is Bray Wyatt. And that is because Bray Wyatt has his own thing going on.
and he has full control of everything.
Exactly. And you guys can't see it, but I'm making hand gestures, and I don't make hand gestures unless I'm upset.
You know, Bray is in control of his own.
Here you have a talent like Bray Wyatt showcasing himself. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of other guys on that roster that have the potential to do the same.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And sadly, the fans are never going to find out because they continue to get cheated. They continue to have their intelligence insulted. They continue to subject themselves. They continue to be given a lackluster product, to put it mildly. And they finally have spoken and said, "Enough is enough. we're not gonna tune into this anymore."
Now, in Paige losing to Chris Jericho, though, would it be fair to say that that is a way of AEW burying their young talent, or is that a move that frankly needed to be done regardless?
That needed to be done regardless because of
I think
Jericho's
at the
recognition.
Moment,
yes.
I think at the moment, right now, with AEW being in its infancy, that had to be done right now.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
They wouldn't do
Because
like
they're
if they were at the plateau that WWE is currently at, they wouldn't do this.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So you need that recognizable face holding on to that strap. So when you see him, if at any given point you flip on TNT on Wednesdays, you're like, wait, that's Jericho and he's holding some title. What is this?
Which then allows them the opportunity to showcase their younger talent.
Exactly. And like I told you in the beginning of the show, that's going to bring in more fans because of Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, you know, let me give you guys insight on something here. Now that the John Cena theme is playing, do you guys know that John Cena had actually proposed to Vince to turn him heel? Vince didn't want it.
I just got goosebumps. What did you say?
John Cena, a while back, I believe this was around 2010, 2011, had proposed to Vince McMahon that he wanted to turn heel. See, what some people don't realize is that a lot of wrestlers' careers expand more so when they turn heel.
Yes.
You have, as a heel, you have so much freedom when you play that role because it's easy to make people dislike you. Okay?
I would have loved to have seen that.
Now, with that, also, you need to have the characteristic. You need to have that extra step because, again, it's not something that everyone can execute. There have been wrestlers who attempt to be heels and do a terrible job at it, but more times than not, heels, when you give a wrestler that role, it just slides right off. It's like knife through hot butter. You know what I mean?
So let me get this straight. John Cena proposed to Vince McMahon to turn him heel again, which we all know that's how John Cena got launched in the first place.
Yes.
Oh, he was a heel?
And he said, nah.
Correct. Because of the merchandise sales and stuff, and I get it, but if he had turned heel, his popularity would have been even greater because now you're not only going to have kids who will like you because, listen, as much as WWE says they want to cater to kids, aren't stupid either.
No. And here's another thing.
Kids would have liked him. We would have liked him.
They could have made him heel when he was feuding with The Rock. What a perfect time to turn Cena heel.
You know what? That would have been
brilliant.
That would have been dope.
That would have been
John Cena come out there saying, you know what, week after week I've taken abuse from this man. You guys do nothing but boo me. Well, guess what? Up yours too.
Mic drop.
Wow.
Boom.
I would have loved to have seen Cena turn
That
heel.
would have been
Oh my god.
incredible. incredible.
I would have loved that.
And then, outcome, and then regardless, and then screw the outcome of that particular match at Mania. Okay, The Rock goes over. After the match, Cena then attacks The Rock and leaves
beats
him
the
laid out in the middle of the
holy
ring.
hell
Boom!
out of him.
Walks off.
Oh my god.
That would have been an epic WrestleMania moment.
Then he comes out on Raw and says, "Yeah, The Rock might have pinned me, but I beat the holy hell out of him."
Oh no. The Rock might have pinned me last night. But I left, but after it was all said and done, I laid the smackdown on his candy ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom! Mic drop. Ultimate F you to him.
By the way,
Ultimate mic drop.
by
It
the
would
way,
have been great.
By the way, I did smell what The Rock was cooking, but he couldn't see me.
Telling you, it would have been. They could have done so much. My goodness. Look how easy it was for us to come up with it. They could have done this, man. This would have been brilliant.
Absolute.
I'm telling you. People would have eaten that up like a Thanksgiving feast.
Most wrestlers who have reached a pinnacle of success started off as heels.
That's no coincidence. Yeah.
Again, how many people? Let's look at the AEW side of things right now. How many people boo the mess out of MJF? That's a question for y'all.
Dude, MJF is the ultimate heel right now. He is pure gold. I mean, he's the guy that everybody loves to hate. He's just that. He is an exceptional heel.
They boo the mess out of him, but yet you got to see him. You want to see him. You want to hear what he has to say.
Exactly. How could you not? You see him coming out there, you're like, okay, what's this a-hole gonna say now?
Yeah. It's like, oh boy, here we go. What now?
Yeah. And that's how you do it. That is the mark of a great heel.
Right. They've given him the ability. The vaudevillain
But think
song.
about how it all started, though. Think about how it all started. MJF being the ultimate heel, going after Dustin Thomas in that battle royale. It was brilliant.
Yeah,
it
ultimate.
was absolutely brilliant. That's how it all started.
Yeah. Just kicking
It was
his
brilliant.
Oh man, but that was so messed up though.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The first thing he did was kick the prosthesis. Everyone is calling him an a-hole at this point.
Yeah.
And he's just shrugging it off like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. He's soaking it up like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
And later on, he's
what you gonna do about it?
And later on, his promo with Brett, hey Brett, look out!
Yeah.
That was funny. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Let's be adults about this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's be adults about it.
He was about
After
to get
all that mess he was popping.
He was about to get his ass beat, and and he's like, no.
It was brilliant.
Let's be adults about this.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That was brilliant, and I feel like we should be playing Mario right now.
Hey! Yeah! Uh-huh. Okay. What's up? Woo!
So, I mean, I think AEW is doing a great job here when it comes to intertwining their seasoned veterans with the young guys. I mean,
with their younger talent.
Oh yeah, totally.
and if you are a talent that necessarily can't cut the best of promos, guess what? They're letting you showcase what you got in the ring, and they are going to push you, whether you're a mid-card guy or top of the list.
Which is what.
And that's the way it should be, because you want people interested in just everybody. You want to give people a little bit of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just the guys who have the charisma and can talk. You want to give people some in-ring work too.
Speaking of people who didn't have charisma, you remember Baron Corbin? When he was the manager, and it was just like, ugh, get off.
he. Oh boy.
Yeah. But see,
Well, Vince, Barry Corbin seems like a great guy, man. We should push this guy. What do you say, Vince? You know, it's like he's causing people to boo him, man. You know, people don't like this guy. Yeah, they boo him because he has get off my TV heat. Not you're doing a great job as a heel. Shut up, heat.
Yeah, exactly. Now, The Miz is a great heel.
You know, maybe they would have gotten the message if they had given Baron Corbin the Mike Knox treatment.
You know, it's unbelievable. That's a good point. But it's unbelievable that, yes, I will agree with you there, Crystal. Miz is a good heel. For what it is, annoying as all hell.
Yeah.
Can't stand him. Shut the hell up. But guess what? For him, it works because that's exactly what he's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yes, and it's not just, oh, you're annoying, shut the hell up, get off my TV. No, it's more like, oh, you're annoying, shut the hell up, somebody knock this guy on his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
And
that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
That is the mark of a excellent heel.
Yes.
You want to see that he's the one you love to hate.
Absolutely.
The one you love to root against. That is the way it is.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like, oh,
that's how he knows he's done his job.
Gosh.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Or like the NXT UK, the guy that's like, we're number one.
Oh yeah, the tag. Oh boy, he goes on and on and on. I'm like, bro, shut the hell up. But it's good. It's good heat.
It is.
It's not get off my TV. It's more like, oh God, somebody interrupt him, please.
Or back in the day when Chris Jericho would come out week after week after week and say, I was the only one to defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock on the same night.
Well, guess what? Now he's Le Champion.
Now he's
with
the
champion. Bubbly.
With the bubbly. That's right.
I want a shirt. Did you see that there's a shirt?
There is a bubbly shirt, yes.
I want one.
There you go. There you go. And how brilliant was that?
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Just from that alone, the bubbly. He's selling t-shirts.
You can get that at Pro Wrestling Tees, right?
Yes, you can get that at Pro Wrestling Tees. Get the bubbly t-shirt.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
That's right. And if you act now, for a limited time only, you can get a free bottle of wine with your purchase.
I know, right?
He would.
I'm only kidding. That's not actually true.
It wouldn't surprise me if he did that, though.
Yeah.
The bubbly. Oh my lord.
Corkscrew sold separately.
Yes.
Oh snap.
You have to get your own corkscrew. You know how hard it is to open those bottles?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, WWE, they have work to do, a lot of work to do, but let's talk about NXT for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Can NXT afford to call people to the main roster now that they're going to be on prime time on Wednesdays? Now that people are going to be stationed to watch that product and get used to characters and whatnot.
No.
They gotta keep their guys right there.
Yeah.
Right. Because what happens when you start calling them up to the main roster, it's like, wait a minute, but we've already gotten used to watching such and such on Wednesdays. That's
exactly
NXT.
What happened?
So if you keep changing the format up for them, people are not going to be interested anymore, because then it's a matter of, oh, well, what's the point of watching if you're just going to call them up?
Right.
Well, to make my point I made earlier, Vince McMahon's stubbornness is going to be the death of WWE.
Most definitely.
Now Hunter said that he's still gonna have full control of NXT regardless. So he's already came out and said, no, this is mine.
Okay, but here's the question then.
When I'm
NXT, they're gonna have the first hour on USA Network for the first couple of weeks. Right?
For the first 2 weeks, yeah, and I know why. I got the scoop on that. The reason for that is because USA Network is wrapping up another show that starts at 9 on Wednesdays, and they don't want to they don't want to interfere with that show, so that's why they're doing that.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing I wanted to get into here is, okay, so NXT's on Wednesdays. Let's say NXT starts doing better numbers than Raw and SmackDown. You really think that Vince won't step in then? Or won't want to step in then?
Oh, of course he would.
Of course he will. Because he would be one up.
His ego just won't allow him to just sit back and enjoy the success. Like I don't know why he has a hard time getting it through his thick skull that if NXT succeeds, he succeeds. It's a win-win.
Yeah, and he should look at it as, oh, my son-in-law is taking care of AEW. Okay.
Yeah.
WWE.
No, AEW.
Oh, right. Yeah, and like I said, it's because it would show him he's one up, and he doesn't like that. He doesn't like one-upmanship.
Yeah.
Even at the expense of his own profits.
Yes.
That is really sad.
The thing is about those people, the maniacal, manipulative,
sad, man.
Self-centered, psychopathic people, they don't care if they're making a profit. It's all about them.
It's all about them, yeah.
They will be they will be the death of their own demise.
Exactly. Essentially, he will be the reason WWE eventually dies.
Yeah.
Right now they're on life support, and NXT is the machinery that it's hooked up to.
Correct.
Well, WWE right now is hanging on the fact that, I mean, financially they're fine though. We can't overlook that. Financially they're fine because of all the investors, because of this dirty Saudi money, because of the money that they're acquired from Fox. You know, so financially they're fine. But again, just as the Nostalgia Act, for how long is that going to last?
Yeah. Not long at all.
Yeah, nostalgia is not supposed to be a frequent occurrence. It's supposed to be like a once in a while, special occasion type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for example, if you hear a song that was like in the 90s or the 80s and you haven't heard that song for a long time, what happens? All the memories come back and you get nostalgic, right?
Yeah, but you're not going to put that on repeat, are you? No.
No.
You're going to listen to it.
Or you see a match, you know,
and
that
you
saw as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to watch that match over and over and over and over and over again, are you?
No.
I do sometimes. You realize how many times I've watched Foley and Taker Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, but does it get old after a while?
No. There are some things that don't.
Yeah.
That I gotta argue. There are some things that don't, and that's one of them.
That's true.
I could watch that so many times and react the same way every single time. It's like, holy crap. It's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But there are very few of those exceptions.
I see.
So
that is true. There are exceptions to this, but ultimately you can't keep holding on to nostalgia acts. It's not a good selling point.
No.
It's not sustainable.
Now, Ness, I want you to take us through this. You're watching Fox, and you saw the promo for SmackDown on Friday. So tell me what your initial feeling was or thought, and what the initial thought and feeling was afterwards, after the initial reaction.
My initial reaction when I saw the the promo for SmackDown's premiere on Fox was, really? This is how they're promoting this? With people that aren't really going to be active in the current product? That's how they're promoting this?
So they had legends on there, or what? On the promotion?
Yeah, they had a clip of The Rock there. They had a clip of Austin there. Yeah. They were promoting SmackDown with a bunch of nostalgia acts. Which is totally irrelevant to what's happening today. I just felt, and at that point, after I thought, really? My thought after that was, wow, this is really sad. That this is how they're so desperate to get ratings that they're trying to promote this with dinosaur acts, essentially. That's what they are at this point, at this day and age. With a fan base that, quite frankly, now doesn't even know who any of these guys are. They know The Rock from Hollywood, from movies. They don't even know him as The Rock.
Well,
Right,
I don't know
and,
if I could. I mean, a couple of months ago I would agree with that argument, but now the fan base that's left, or a lot of them, are core people, and I think it's more a matter of we just don't care. Is more like it.
That's another thing too. Like the core fans.
You have the
don't
casuals
care
who
anymore.
don't know, and you have the core fans who we just don't care.
And that's all the more reason why you can't promote your current product with blasts from the past. Because the casual fans don't know who any of these people are, and the core fans don't care.
So
Because they know, okay, well, these guys aren't around anymore. They're not doing anything. They're not a part of the current product.
So this is WWE's way of bringing back fans who have not been with the
Left.
product for a while, fans who have left. Meanwhile, AEW's... How do you view AEW's attempt of bringing back people who haven't been in tune with wrestling?
I've also seen the promo for their premiere on TNT. I've seen that, and they are basically advertising it as a revolution, a new beginning, so if you will.
Mm-hmm.
To bring back the fan who is no longer the former fan like myself, who's been detached from wrestling for about 10 years now, and to bring in the casuals who are still trying to find their way.
Right.
Now let me ask you, when you saw the promo for the SmackDown premiere, what were you, as a core fan, a lifelong core fan, what were you thinking?
Obviously, the first thing I said was, but these people ain't here no more. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. These people are not here. Yeah. That is, in a sense, I wouldn't say false advertisement, because those people will be there on day one when they premiere on Fridays, but
that's it.
Misleading because that's it.
Yeah.
Then what?
Did you feel?
Then what?
Did you also feel like they were trying to insult your intelligence too?
They always do.
And that's
because we damn well know they ain't gonna be there the week after. Then what?
Right. So sorry about that, Crystal. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Sorry. No, I was having technology difficulties.
It's going around. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, before I got rudely interrupted with the technology difficulties, was JR in his book, which is a great read, by the way. I recommend anyone who's a core wrestling fan to read this. He was talking about, in the territory days, how they would use big stars for advertising that weren't going to be there, and the people would buy tickets expecting to see those stars, and they weren't there. It's the same thing. In fact, JR spoke to Vince about this, because Vince was doing that. He's been doing that for a long time.
Okay, but in this case, it's not a matter of they're not going to be there, because they will be there that Friday.
Right, but only that Friday, though.
But people are also going to expect it to be the following week, the following week, the following week.
That's what I'm saying.
It's misleading.
And therein
not
lies
false advertisement.
Therein lies the problem,
You cannot say it's false advertisement.
No,
you can't.
But it's misleading advertisement.
Yeah. Right. Because they're not part of the current product anymore. They make an appearance here and there, and that's it.
Right.
They won't be there the next week and the next week and the next week.
Right.
They might not be there until WrestleMania, perhaps.
Or a next reunion type of show.
Or a next reunion type show, which is in maybe another year or so. God knows when.
Correct. That's
or
in another
maybe
year.
not. Maybe they won't be. You know?
They will. They will. I know they will.
And as a former fan who they're trying to bring me back with this promo, or people, me and others like me, I'm not impressed. No, I'm not moved. Not moved at all.
And rightfully so. I mean, you know, I think what needs to happen here is we need to just keep this whole thing between AEW and NXT. NXT can't afford to move much of their pieces around. Keep the show with the same guys if you can. You know, maybe move one or two every I don't know, year or two. Okay, that's fine. But keep your main pieces locked with an NXT exclusive deal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Then NXT will be
right now,
an absolute success.
Correct.
Right now, NXT is their saving grace. You want to keep maintaining that saving grace.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now...
Ooh, that's a good podcast.
What does or can attract someone to... Not even a former fan, but somebody who's really not a wrestling fan at all but knows of it? How does AEW capture the mind of that person?
Stories.
Compelling storylines. Yeah, I was just gonna say, 'cause that's how I first was attracted to it in the first place. I just happened to be flipping through the channels one day, and I see Austin out there cutting a promo and telling somebody off, and I don't know who it was or whatever happened that day, but I was intrigued. I'm like, oh, what's happening here?
Mm-hmm. Now, I used to watch it as a kid with my dad, but of course I didn't pay any attention to it because I was a kid, right? But when I got older and started watching it with my friends, because my friends were huge WWE fans at the time, the stories was the thing that captured my attention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't the wrestling because I didn't know anything about wrestling. But then once I started watching wrestling, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I like it. But at first it was the storyline.
Yeah, the storylines. That's what essentially will do it.
Right.
Okay. How would you sell in-ring work? Or are the stories the in-ring?
I would make the in-ring work I would make the in-ring work the culmination to the storylines. Just kind of build it up and then boom. Let those guys showcase what they can do.
Listen, there's a reason why I asked that though, because if there's anyone in wrestling right now who has the absolute formula to telling a story, not just through promo work, but a lot of the bulk of his story being told in the ring, it's Cody Rhodes.
Definitely.
He's right now the best in-ring story psychologist.
This is true, yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Hard to argue with that.
The best. You know, so...
One of a kind.
His story with Chris Jericho. I mean, I want to see if I could play this here.
This is going to be good. Yeah. There we go.
Let me find this.
This is going to be for the November 9th card?
Yes.
Aha. Okay. Let's see here. All right.
Let's see. Search. Trying to find this here.
Oh, this is the perfect vid to come on while you're searching for that. How do you like that?
Is it a Nightmare Family episode?
Yes.
Nice, very nice. Making his way to the ring.
Check this out.
November 9th, 2019. One of the biggest days in wrestling history. One of the biggest moments in the storied lineage of this business happens on November 9th in Baltimore. November 9th. Chris Jericho's birthday. That's right. The champ's birthday happens at Full Gear, November 9th in Baltimore. And on top of that, not just the greatest day in wrestling history, but also the biggest match in AEW history happens November 9th at Full Gear. Chris Jericho versus Cody. And you can leave all the jokes aside and all the memes and videos and all the bubbly. Let's forget about that for now. Because most importantly, you've got the clash of generations. You've got the greatest of all time by facts and figures against the greatest all time in his own head. And don't get me wrong, everything Cody believes about himself is true. He's the best performer in AEW. He's the most popular performer in AEW. He's the biggest personality in AEW. He's got the biggest ego as well. It's not a secret. I don't like you, Cody. I don't like your brother. I don't like your mother. I don't like your sisters. And I sure as hell don't like Dusty Rhodes, your father. That son of a bitch promised me a lot of things that never happened. Fast forward 25 years, and now this son of a bitch, you, Cody, promised me a lot of stuff that also didn't happen. But I'll promise you this. I don't like you or your family, but I love being Le Champion. And I'm going to beat the hell out of you. I'm going to teach your entitled little ass a lesson on November 9th in Baltimore, my birthday. And I'm going to continue my reign as the AEW champion. You see that? That's the real deal, and that's not going anywhere. No one's ever taken it from me ever again. When the match is done, when the dust is settled, when Cody's in the hospital crying the blues, Chris Jericho's going downtown to Baltimore. And I'm going to have the celebration of a lifetime. I'm going to be wearing my championship title around my gorgeous waist. I'm going to pop it, pop the bottle, drink a little bit of the bubbly, and celebrate all night long. The greatest birthday present I could ever receive is beating the crap out of you, Cody. Welcome to my nightmare. I don't think you're going to like it. You're welcome.
On Saturday.
There you have it, folks. I tell you what. You know what? That's right. Listen, Chris Jericho. I'm telling you. Listen, he is not only La Champion. He happens to be the zodiac sign of champions. Scorpio Nation, baby. That's right.
Oh boy.
And on November 9th. That's right. On November 9th, live, baby, live.
Anyway.
Woo.
Can you fire him?
He will continue to wear that belt around, as he said, his waist.
And he's who?
And he's La Champion.
Woo! You're welcome. I love that. You're welcome.
Is that brilliant or is that brilliant?
Yeah, I know. But did you hear my reaction when he said Dusty? I was like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. He went there. I was waiting to him.
He went there.
Is he gonna go there? Is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go? Oh,
he went there. I says what?
Woo.
Now,
oh, he went there. Wow.
Imagine this.
That hurt. I was like, no.
Oh.
Imagine this. Check this out.
Yeah.
I have it on good word that this match might turn into a fatal four-way. What if? What if?
What if?
MJF is one of the participants.
I say let's do it.
And he turns on Cody?
Well, he'd have to fight Cody regardless, but
yeah.
Here's how you build to that. regardless, Cody, of who wins, we'll still be friends. Regardless, Cody, I'll still watch your back. Regardless, Cody, you keep building up to that.
And then,
what if,
when the moment comes, when the moment is right, when the time comes, boom, the rub.
Yep. What if?
What if?
Man.
Either way, you can have MJF attack Cody at the end of the match. Regardless, if Jericho wins, which is a strong possibility, MJF could then beat the hell out of Cody and then say, you promised me. Chris Jericho was right. You and your family do nothing but break promises, empty promises.
Drop mic. Mic drop. Boom. Brilliant.
I watched your back.
Oh, yeah.
But did you watch mine when I was about to have my opportunity to be champion? Think about that. Or, here we go. You can have a lot of fun with this. Check me. So,
go ahead.
Who's to say? Now, Cody's supposed to have an opening match against who is he? Oh my gosh. Oh man, who's he wrestling? Oh gosh, if I remember. Crystal.
Oh, we lost her.
Let's see. Let's see, who's Cody fighting?
This is on the premiere show?
So, Cody Rhodes is supposed to go up against Sammy Guevara on opening day.
Right.
Now, we already know that Cody's #1 contender for Chris Jericho's title. What if MJF strikes during this match? Now, I know there's no significance in this match with Sammy, except for it being the opening bout, but MJF makes some sort of an interference, beats the crap out of Cody, gets on the mic and says, well, what have you done to take my spot before me?
Ooh. You can have fun with
what
this.
have you done to deserve a shot at the champion when I've been here? When I am the youngest, most talented, right?
Yeah.
List superlatives here. Yeah, there is so many different directions in which you can go with this. Wow. The possibilities are endless. Cheap plug there.
Next Tuesday, folks. Next Tuesday.
That's right.
So, I mean, think about this. This opens up so much opportunity. It's fun. It's real fun.
It is.
So MJF, out of jealousy, could insert himself in this match.
Right.
Because he feels he should be in the match. Could happen.
Exactly. That's another possibility.
I can't wait till he turns on Cody.
Either way you look at it, man, it's gonna be great to see how it all unfolds.
Now, if you guys are booking this, how would you go about the turn?
I would wait for the title match itself to execute the turn.
That's what I would do.
For the shock value and for the sake of shock value.
Yeah, because
that'd be perfect.
Yeah, because if you did it like on opening day, I don't know. To me, it wouldn't have the same feel.
You want to attract people on opening day, though.
Yeah, true.
You wanna tease it though. You don't want to like.
Yeah,
give it,
you just
want
want to
You don't want to give it.
continue
You
the
kind of want to
story.
tease it where he comes out there and you're not exactly quite sure which way he's leaning towards. You know what I'm saying? You know, kind of like Randy Orton-ish.
That's a good thing to. Oh man, he was so good at that.
You didn't quite know which way he was leaning to. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they did call him the Viper.
Yeah.
He was so good at that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, did he ever go up against Jake the Snake?
Who?
No.
Orton?
No. No, Jake the Snake was gone by then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But. Oh man.
Every time I hear this theme, I hear Daniel Bryan in my head going, "You lied. Tell them you lied."
You know, it's a shame because I think they're going to turn him back into a face, and I like heel Daniel Bryan. Damn it.
I do too.
They made him a heel?
Yes, and
and
he's
it was
really good. I think he's
brilliant.
better at that than the face.
Brilliant.
Wow.
So good.
Yes.
He basically played this self-righteous, I'm better than you, I eat better than you type of. Oh, bro.
Kind of like a CM Punk type
It
character.
was
Okay.
so good, man.
And he was talking about the environment.
Oh yeah. I'm straight edge. I did no drugs. I drank no alcohol. I've stayed celibate. Unlike you degenerates out there in the crowd.
Wow.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's great and it works, but the fact of the matter is this: I like the trust that AEW has in all of their wrestlers.
Yes.
Yeah. You can, and that's essentially what it's all about. You want to showcase your talent. You don't want to handicap them.
No, not at all.
Because all those guys, all those people, all those ladies and the men, they all have something to bring to the table. And it's great that they are allowing them to showcase that.
AEW has,
Unlike that other company over there.
AEW has a lot for us to look forward to, though. You know, this storyline with MJF and Cody, this Cody and Chris Jericho, the tag team championships, the tag team tournament, the women's championship, and only 40% of the roster has been unveiled.
Only 40% of the roster.
That's incredible.
And look at everything that they already giving us
And
already
who-
with just 40%. 40% of the roster.
And who will Jericho's mystery partners be on opening night on TNT?
Ooh.
Great.
And what will happen with Dark Order? What direction are they going to go?
Yeah.
Great times coming up, folks. And it's only... Look, before you know it, next Wednesday is NXT opening night on USA. So next Wednesday, and after that, we're there.
3 weeks away, folks. October 2nd, the premiere of AEW on TNT. Don't miss it.
That's right. I for one... Wow. Oh, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be very exciting. And it's like I told people a couple of podcasts ago, look, man. Ultimately, if you didn't have a chance to fully experience the Monday Night Wars, enjoy this, because this is as close as it's going to get. Whether or not you decide to watch AEW or NXT that night, that's completely up to you. What I am encouraging all of you guys to do is have fun. Have fun with this.
Yes.
Oh yeah, enjoy it. This is all in fun. Whichever way you go, enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I can't either. It's going to be so much fun.
So, Impact Wrestling. Let's talk about good old Impact Wrestling.
what's going on in Impact Wrestling.
Whom you
What's
can
happening?
watch on Twitch on Fridays or on the Pursuit channel.
The what?
If you want to go and pursue what channel that is, feel free.
The Pursuit channel?
Yes, that's a channel.
Wait, you can watch them on
It's
Twitch?
1818 on Fios.
Why on earth on the Pursuit channel?
Hold on, before I get to that, do you know what the Pursuit channel is?
No.
No, I'm asking Ness.
Oh.
No.
Oh, you don't either? Alright, guys, I'll put it to you this way, Crystal and Ness. It's an outdoorsy channel.
What? So it's like the outdoors channel?
You know, like
they have that?
where they show people fishing, hunting, stuff like that. Yeah.
What doesn't belong? I feel like this is one of those like multiple choice questions on the exam where it's like, what doesn't belong? Orange, banana, pineapple, broccoli. What doesn't belong?
One of these things does not belong here.
One of these things doesn't belong here. What is it?
Hunting, fishing, or wrestling.
What? On the Pursuit channel.
Yes.
Boy, why don't we just put them on National Geographics?
No.
Oh gosh.
Or Animal Planet.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing too. A couple of months ago, they had aired an episode of Impact, and they went to commercials. Now, this was during the main event. There was like 20-some minutes left.
Right.
So this main event was going to run
That's it?
long,
Okay.
which is cool.
Right.
They went to
right.
commercials. We're going to bring us back the main event. Guess what?
Oh,
The
boy, what
same
happened?
commercial ad ran for 25 minutes, and the show never came back. Meanwhile, for those watching on Twitch, they got to see everything.
What? Oh my god. I see TNA still being poorly ran. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Impact Wrestling now.
Yeah,
My
it's
How do you watch that on Twitch?
My bad.
I don't know. I honest to God,
Because-
I hate dealing with Twitch. It's annoying.
I have a complaint about Impact.
Go ahead.
So I watched Impact last week from 2 weeks ago, okay, on the Impact Plus network. I go in. Oh, cool! It's available for the 6th.
Nah.
I click on it. This isn't available in your country. I go back. I click on it. Subscribe. $7.99 and you don't even get the pay-per-views?
What?
You pay $7.99 and you don't get the pay-per-views with that. Meanwhile, with
And
an
there's
NJPW World subscription, you get it all. I will even
And
go
there
here
is-
for as much crap as I give WWE. The best thing they've got going on besides NXT is the WWE Network. I will give them
And-
all the credit and beyond for that.
So
And-
let me get this straight. For $8.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
And you don't even get a free month trial.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
What, of the Impact thing?
Yes.
The Impact Plus. So
Oh,
the
it didn't say
Impact
for me when I went on there, but
the
I guess
Impact
because I went
Plus
through the Apple TV.
subscription is only for the televised shows.
Televised
Correct.
shows
Doesn't
and
even
other
include
special
pay-per-view.
events like house shows or merge shows with other wrestling organizations. But exclusive
it would've
Impact
been-
pay-per-views, they do not give those to you.
Now,
I
if
wouldn't
it
pay
would
for
have
that.
been like, you know how Amazon had the Amazon channels on
Yeah.
Prime?
Yeah.
If it would have been like that and you pay like $2.99, $1.99, then okay, that's cool. Right? But I'm not going to pay no $8.
Well, see, I think
That's
that's
like that would be like that would be like going to Wendy's, buying the 4 for $4, and then having to pay for the condiments.
Yes!
See, I think let's go back to AEW here real quick. I think that's what AEW should do at some point is on the Bleacher app or their webpage, they should include a tier list to where you pay a fixed amount of money on a yearly basis, and that gives you the right to watch all of their pay-per-views. That's what they do with One Championships. That's what they do with the soccer packages. Every sport you find on the Bleacher app, there are tiers.
Oh, okay.
So you pay a fixed amount of money on a yearly, and you get the rights to all of the pay-per-views.
That is cool.
So
They should do that at some point.
they really should. And if it's $100
I
that
think
they're
they will.
charging
They
for
will.
it,
Yeah, they
I'll
will.
pay that $100. I'll get all of their pay-per-views. Cool. I'm good with that.
And speaking of tiers, don't you have some info on the WWE Network for us?
Yes. So the WWE Network, one of the presidents of WWE basically spoke on this whole tier list coming, and he said there's going to be a free subscription. Why could we even call it a subscription if it's free? But anyway, just put it in those terms. There's going to be a free tier that you can sign up to. And that's basically just going to give you the stuff that you get if you visit just regular WWE.com. You know, little video clips here, there, blah, blah, blah. The occasional here and there free show that you might get. And then there is what we get now if you pay the $10 a month, which is the pay-per-views, the NXT events, NXT UK, the live streams, all that, right? The 24/7 live streaming. So, with the premium version of this, from what I can gather, this is going to dive deeper into this, and they're going to implement people getting opportunities to win tickets to shows such as NXT and such. They're most likely going to implement other indie shows like Evolve, ICW. So for a little more, you get a lot of cool indie wrestling and stuff that WWE will look to cross-promote,
that actually is cool. That
yes,
yeah, that actually is cool that they added those things to that. You know.
Yes. And so, I mean, a person like me, I love indie wrestling. I love, I mean, obviously, so I would definitely pay for that. I mean, listen, say what you want about WWE. The network is a fantastic deal. And this is coming from me. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Now if they just get the product to match, then everything else would be.
Well, the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy because everything else around WWE is freaking great. It's crazy.
I don't get it,
everything
man.
except Raw and SmackDown. Everything else is good. Matter of fact, I'm even gonna say this much. Even their pay-per-view events, main roster that is better than the Raw and SmackDown shows.
Wow.
Yeah, and how does that work? Like,
I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
And I don't get that.
Now, I'm assuming it's gonna be maybe $12 for all of this, and if that's the case, yo.
Wow, that's really good.
Go ahead.
That's not a bad price.
I'll pay you guys.
Yeah.
For Evolve, ICW, and other independent wrestling promotions that we could watch, yo, come on. Come on. You know, and they exclusively said, this person exclusively said, for those fans, meaning us, people like me.
Right, exactly.
Which that right there tells you they know we are out there.
Yeah.
Of course. They'd be lying if they said they didn't know you guys were out there. They'd be lying. That'd be a flat out lie. They know, like you just said, they know.
I have news on the King of the Ring. Baron Corbin is set to win this.
Oh.
Here's the thing. Everyone backstage is pretty much fighting with McMahon and telling him no.
well, there goes that.
A lot of good that'll do them.
I know, right?
Well,
Jeez.
we'll see, because usually no one stands up to him.
No one says no to me.
No one really stands up to him, but now there's quite a lot of people backstage who have kind of banded together and are telling him no.
Wow.
Good. Well done. Good for them. Good for them.
So hopefully that stands and he doesn't win King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Now, if he does, which part of me is hoping he does, and that might sound weird, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
He needs to learn his lesson. I want to see Corbin as King of the Ring. I want to see his little ratings plummet even more so because of that stupid decision. That's what I want to see.
I get it. Yep.
Now, do I want WWE to ultimately fail? Absolutely not. I want all of wrestling to succeed. That's ultimately what I want.
Right.
And if I say what I say, it's not because I want... Because if I'm saying that I want WWE to fail, I'm ultimately saying that I want a whole bunch of people to end up jobless. And that's not right.
That's a whole different story altogether. This is how, this is these guys' livelihoods. This is how they feed their families. And unfortunately, these guys work for perhaps the most incredibly stubborn employer that exists.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Now, however, what I say is yes, out of frustration, and what I say is out of frustration because I know what this company is capable of. Because believe me, when I tell you this, if this company was on their game, they would be just that. On.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it frustrates me because I know they can.
Yep.
I know they can.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to leave you guys with this.
That is a fact. Yeah.
Don't root for WWE to fail. Root for them to fall on their ass a couple of times. Yeah, go ahead. Feel free. But don't root for them to fail. Don't root for AEW to fail. Don't root for NXT to fail. You should be rooting for all of this. Because at the end of the day, it's... Yes, there's divisions, there's subdivisions. But it all comes down to one word, and that's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Well said. Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have AEW shirts. I also have WWE t-shirts. Hell, I have a John Cena shirt. Y'all know I respect John Cena, though.
Yes.
But ultimately, don't root for a company to fail.
No.
And I think sometimes one of the worst aspects of wrestling isn't even the booking, isn't even the wrestlers themselves, but it could sometimes be the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had a point there, yeah. It's unfortunate, it really is. These sorts of fans, they exist in every sport, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah.
They get overly invested, they take this way too seriously, and they lose their minds.
You know, people will call you stupid because you watch AEW, because you watch NXT, because you watch the main roster. Look, I have my gripes with the main roster, no doubt, I do. But who am I? Who am I to call somebody stupid to just talk down on someone just because they like the main roster? If you like the main roster, you like the main roster. But do not criticize me just because I have an opinion of them. You like the main roster?
Right,
Okay,
and-
fine. Good for you. I don't like it, but let me be. Don't throw stones at me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody likes what they likes, and everybody dislikes what they dislike.
You know,
That's
you're
it.
you're an idiot only if you come at me. Or anybody else for liking what they like.
Yeah.
Okay? That's fact.
It's that simple. It's only entertainment, folks. It's only entertainment. You're supposed to enjoy it, whatever it is you enjoy, whether it's WWE, whether it's AEW, whether it's New Japan, AAA, NAACP, etc., etc., etc. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Have fun. Enjoy it.
And
Yeah.
it's AAA, Ness, not AAA.
Oh yeah, AAA is the is the tow service. Yeah, it's AAA.
I
See,
see
look at
what
that. They're already preparing themselves for their annual checkup. Say
Anyway, get him out of here.
Anyway.
Do we have any other news and rumors? Let's see here. The title was found. Yep, check. Fatal 4-Way. Yep, check. Let's see. Baron Corbin, King of the Ring. Yep, check. Any other major news, that is? Let me see here. Nope. I think we've covered everything today, folks.
And it's
we got all
Rusev
the
Day.
major news out of the way. Wow.
All the major news out of the way.
Rusev Day.
You don't want to miss
That's right.
next week, though. We're going to be discussing deaths in professional wrestling. We're going to be talking China, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit,
Oh, jeez.
Owen Hart.
This is definitely going to be an intense
Whew.
episode.
Yes.
This is going to be a good one, folks. You don't want to miss it.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
We're going to be
And happy
talking.
Rusev
We're going to
Day.
be talking about everything from drug addictions, which will dive into the lives of, say, Umaga,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, and others whom have passed away either through tragic circumstance or self-inflicted.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
And that will be next week.
Watch us tomorrow.
Next Wednesday.
We're bringing you Sports Vista with some football talk.
That's right. We'll be back with that tomorrow
It's going to be fun.
to recap
We're going to recap week
opening
1.
week.
And he's going to sing Sexy Boy. Oh,
And happy Rusev Day, you guys.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you practiced your little track, sir?
Oh, well, yes. I got it all down.
Okay.
You're going to
That's right.
sing Sexy Boy on air?
Live on tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, do
This
you
is
have
great.
a device which you could play it? Because if I play it from my mixer, it's going to be a delay. So you're going to have to do this externally from a device of any. I will send you. I will send you a instrumental that you could sing this to live on air. Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh man, and don't worry, folks. We'll be bringing you this for the next 16 weeks. We'll have the weekly bets.
That's right. And you know what?
16,
Tomorrow
17 weeks.
we will summarize the reason for me singing this tomorrow.
Can't wait.
For those who may not, yeah.
Can I
So
come
stay
up
tuned
with
for that.
some-
That's gonna be
with-
fun.
Can I come up with some, I guess, not challenges? Well, yeah, I guess so, right? If
Yeah.
somebody loses the bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
This is what we do here.
So stay tuned, folks. You
It's
don't want
gonna
to
be a
miss
lot
that.
of fun. You know, it's gonna be
be
a lot
fun.
of fun.
But to send you guys off, I really hope you've enjoyed today's show. As usual, man, we bring you a plethora of different things here at ENTHooligans. We talk crime, mystery, sports,
Yes.
wrestling, MMA, boxing at times, all of them goodies. We talk about life, different walks of life, people, personalities. We discuss things that affect us as a society. We talk about hate. We talk about peace. We talk about love. We talk about it all, folks. Here on ENTHooligans, we do the occasional gameplays as well. We are an entertainment hub for all, no matter the color, no matter creed, background, religion. We love y'all all. And that is the absolute truth. And pretty soon, we'll be doing something for the kiddies too. So
That's right.
Like we say, we are the entertainment hub for all, ladies and gentlemen.
all. That's right.
With that said, whatever you're gonna do
That's
tonight, be safe, keep cool, because it's real hot out there. And
It is,
till next
yeah.
time,
Dry, because it's real wet out here.
until next time, folks, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm Baby Moy.
Until tomorrow, guys.
She's Little Crystal. He's Big Ness. We are ENTHooligans. Later, y'all. Thank you so much. Oh! Subscribe. Thumbs up. Hit that bell. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Support us.
That
Help
bell.
us grow, y'all. Follow
right.
us on social media. Follow us on Spotify. On Anchor. Do it. Do it now. And proud. I'm out of here, folks. Till next time.
Woo!
God bless y'all. And if you're not into that, positive vibes your way. See ya! See ya!
God bless y'all. Peace. Catch you guys tomorrow.
I was waiting for that. Let's get out of here, y'all. Want to send a special shout out to all you guys who tuned in today. That's right, thanks for all the love, y'all. This is how we do it, doing big things here at ENTHooligins. I again am your boy, Baby Moy, representing y'all. Share us, support us, give us the love, send us the love, show us the love, be the love, we the love. That's right, y'all. ENTHooligins. Here, official number freaking 1, baby. Shout outs to John. Shout outs to Boogs. Shout out to everyone, man.